Bro Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense. Listen, we have you on because every other episode we just talk at each other. So, you can talk as much as you want. It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does,
then
it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So,
except for that's the heart, Tim. And that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh,
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
If you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
it was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like,
yeah, exactly.
They had like they had a Native American character on there. They had they had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC Masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
So
cool
you're saying
show.
it doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to say?
It does not at all.
It doesn't look full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
You got it.
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other?
I've been thinking that, but I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about this
I'm still at
for
shit.
years,
I
man.
can't fight anybody right now.
I am so down. I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him. I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim. And I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of the next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know
Spanish, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you wouldn't talk wrestling. He had two. I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think these both his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. And there's a lot of guys, strikers, that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like, Junior Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. And he's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fine. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
Hello, my friends. We meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin? I'm just going to speak in Creed lyrics all night. Is that okay? Hey, everybody. Bro Plata, episode 306. My name's Tim. Ray probably isn't going to be here. He may pop on for a minute. He has a show tonight. Sorry we're late. Usually not late. If anything, we're usually relatively on time. The reason I was late, number one, is because, first of all, Ray wasn't here. So, but like 10 minutes before the show started, my brother called me and said that his car broke down and he needed me to come get him. So I had to go get him, and then I had to go to AutoZone. And yeah, if it happened any other day, it would have been fine because Ray would have been here. But it's fine. We weren't that late. It started like 8 minutes late. It's fine. Everything's fine. Here now. It's fine. Pulse says he'll be here at some point. So that's fine. That'd be good. Until then, what's up, everybody? What up? What do you guys want to talk about? Why no one else is here? Where are the comments? 2 joints. Hey, buddy. Oh, no, that was me. That was my own comment. This shit doesn't happen on the Oprah Winfrey show. You know what, Pulse? It doesn't. A couple of reasons. Number one, it's usually taped, right? I mean, if we just had to hit play on something, it'd be fine. But we do this shit live. Fuck it. We do it live. Hey, Raph. How's it going, bud? Happy you're here. I like that logo. What is that? Can't tell what it is. It's very small where I'm just looking at it, but it looks neat. We need a new logo. We've been talking about it. And I've been looking on Fiverr. I mean, the one we have, I like it. It's fine, but I think we want something that's a little more creative, a little more us. You know, that's a pretty good placeholder, and I'm fine with it for now. But we got that for $50 on Fiverr. Some Australian chick did it for us. And I liked it. It's fine. It's the only problem is I'm looking on Fiverr for people to do some other shit, and it's just like everybody does like the same shit. And they'll kind of all the logos I see on there, like examples that the designers on Fiverr made for other people, they all look the same to me, and I don't really want any of those. I want it to be something different. So I guess I need to find like someone who will draw it or something. I don't know. I'm still pretty pissed. Hey, Pulse.
What's up, Tim?
Hey, man. Do you have are you on the StreamYard? Can I access this on my phone?
Yes. Yes.
Good. All right. Well, I just started because I was just saying 10 minutes before we started, my brother called me and his car broke down, so I had to go get him.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like 8 minutes late to start, but it's fine. Well, the thing is, he was here all day fixing his car, his number one car, his 1A. And then he has an old beat-up truck that was fine, and he was driving that. And then he drove it to my niece's practice after working on his car. Not finished, but then apparently, like, his brake line fell out or some shit. I don't know. So he's to come get me. And then I had to go to the auto parts store with him so he can get shit for his car. So now he's back here at the house working on his car because my mother has a big garage in the back. So that's where he does all the work on his car. So he wasn't going to fix the car today, but now he kind of has to. So.
Yeah, I know all about car issues. I've been dealing with them all week, man.
Yeah, how is your car? I was going to ask you. I know you've been having issues with it.
I need a new one, but I had to change the fuel pump and the fuel filter.
Yuck.
But when he originally diagnosed it, he said it might have been the catalytic converter. I was glad it wasn't that because that's just more money.
That was already stolen weeks ago by some crackheads. Yeah.
Yeah, no, people have been stealing those left and right.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a while. Yeah, it's not good. Well, that's what my insurance on my Kia Rio is more than I think it should be for a car like that because people have been stealing Kias. Like there's those TikTok videos of those like Kia boys that figured out how to steal Kias. And the thing is, mine's a 23. They fixed that problem on it, but it doesn't matter. They still charge me more than I know people who have 3 cars that pay as much insurance as I do for my one Kia. It's kind of silly, but whatever.
Yeah, you just have the liability, or you got full coverage?
No, I have full coverage. I mean, it's a new car, so. I mean, I like my insurance company. I mean, a year ago I hit that deer, and it was a year ago Monday. So
I don't mean to laugh, but it's just so funny, and it wasn't covered, right?
No, it was covered. Yeah, they covered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they totaled it out. They actually gave me more than I paid for it.
Oh, okay. So that was like a blessing in disguise.
I mean, they basically gave me what I paid for it. Well, I mean, I was able to get into the car. You know, it was fine.
That deer sacrificed his life so that you could get a new vehicle.
I mean, I guess. Although I do like my new car, but I like my old car too. But it was a 2013, but it was a Mazda, so I liked it. But dude, that deer in the middle of the fucking day, broad daylight, like 3 p.m, broad daylight on the highway. Like what the jumped over a barrier. Like I had no shot. Like just the odds of just. If I would have went 2 miles per hour slower at any point during that journey or faster during that drive, I wouldn't have hit it. So
did it like come to a stop, or did you hit it and it kept on running?
It died. I hit it, and then it crossed the road and died. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even know that either until the cop told me. I'm like, oh, maybe it ran off that way. She's like, no, it's dead. It's back there. Like, oh, okay, yeah, dead.
I believe in where I live in Texas, somebody would have picked that deer up and had like food.
I'm curious what they did with it. I mean, they didn't cite me or anything, which was good. They shouldn't have. But actually, the cop was actually really nice. She gave me a ride to the McDonald's. My buddy picked me up. But yeah, I didn't call it in. I called my insurance company. I didn't call the police, but somebody else did because somebody saw me just demolish a deer and my car crushed on the road, right? So somebody else called it in, and the ambulance came, the fire truck came, and I'm like, I'm good, man, I'm good. Although I did go to the hospital later because I had this giant bruise on my stomach and I was having a panic attack that I was going to have internal bleeding. I know somebody who died like that, so I went in, but I was fine.
Was the car was the car totaled? Yeah. Like it was beyond repair?
Yeah, they totaled it.
Jeez.
Yeah. I think they had the estimate of the repairs at like $13,000, which was more than they gave me for the car. So they gave me like $9,000 for the car. So and I paid like $87,000 for the car. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, it's all right. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it is now. You got to burn the car. That's why it pays to have insurance.
Well, yeah, that's why I stay with them because I mean. Even though the insurance is almost double what it was in my Mazda, because they were actually really good. And actually, my personal agent, I know him. I've known him for a while, so he's a good dude. But I mean, he doesn't really handle anything like that happens, right? Then you go to the corporate people handle that shit. But yeah, and luckily my dad, I don't know. I called him and I just told him what happened, and I didn't even ask him. I wasn't gonna ask him. And he's just like, "Oh, I can help you." I'm like, "All right, you want to help me buy a car, Dad? That's completely fine with me. I've never asked you for anything before, so maybe one time." I don't know. He feels bad because he does buy my brother stuff. He just gave my brother a new dirt bike. Well, he bought it for himself, didn't like it, bought a different one, so I gave my brother the first one. And he was here last week, gave him a dirt bike. So. Pulse, you missed my gun. I had my gun on the episode Tuesday. You missed it.
You have a gun?
I won another gun. I won a gun on I went to a gun raffle Saturday and I won a gun.
What'd you get?
It was Caltech 9mm rifle. It folds up.
Oh
yeah, it was neat, dude. It was I had it, go look back on Tuesday's episode. I was just like I had it for like an hour just holding it. I was like folding it up and shit.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. It's collapsible.
Yeah, it collapses. Yeah, it's neat. Yeah, so you can like put it in like a bug out bag or a backpack or something. Now, maybe don't put it in a backpack. But
do you ever go hunting?
No, you can't hunt with it. I mean, you shouldn't. It's a 9mm, right? So
it's like more for home defense.
Yeah, and like I mean, it folds up, so it's like you can travel. So if you're like, I don't know, if shit hits the fan, right?
Right.
You get your bug out bag and put your folding gun in it, and then you're good to go. Yeah, that's like a zombie apocalypse gun. But I already sold it. I sold it to my brother. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then his Subaru, something happened with the clutch. He has to replace the clutch, and he has all these parts he has to buy. And like, it was 2 days after he bought the gun from me. So. Yeah, I'm like, if it happened 2 days before that, it would have bought the gun off of me. So,
yeah, it
wasn't great timing, but it's fine. But I don't think Ray's going to be here. He might come on at some point. He has a show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Yeah, I mean, we would have started on time any other day. Just figures that Ray isn't here and I had something happen, which, I mean, it's not a big deal. I called Ray. I'm like, I'm not going to be on time. Don't freak out if you see I didn't start.
One of these days, I got to see him. I got to see what his stand-up looks like.
I mean, it's basically, it's probably what you think it would be. I mean, it's a lot like the way he talks.
Okay. Now, him and you, do y'all have the ability to go up there and freestyle, or do you have like
I mean, I can, but I don't. I mean, I mean, oh man, crowd work and shit. I mean, I can do it, but I do it sometimes, but I don't plan on it usually. You know, I plan on it if it happens. No, I rather do my shit. I don't really. I'm not a crowd work person.
No, well,
I can do it, but I do it sometimes. But when I host and shit, I'll do it. But I don't go up there planning like I'm not going to do my jokes. Like, no, I fucking have material. I'm going to do it. So yeah.
Well, like, do you have it mapped out? Like, this is going to be a 30 minutes worth of material or an hour?
Yeah, usually. Yeah, I usually know what I'm doing. Although, sometimes I go up and I don't write anything down, and I'm just kind of like, well, all right, let's see what pops into my head first, and then I do my shit, but I don't know which order I'm going to do it in. And it's going to happen. And there's other times when I do have shit written down. I usually try to at least try to map it out what I'm doing so I remember. But a lot of times you have to pivot and shit too. So sometimes your shit's not working. Like, this isn't working. You got to try something else. So
I wanted to ask, what does crowd work entail? Does that like you're just roasting people in the audience?
you can do that, or whatever. Or the room. If you're doing a bar show or some kind of weird show and you're in a weird room, it's you can make fun of that. People make fun of them. I do that usually. If I'm somewhere, you make fun of the room, whatever. I start like that. I usually try to start with some shit like that, and then I do my material. But I don't know, man. Comics put all these crowd work videos online now. Now people talk more. The audiences talk more because they think that's what comedy is now, which I don't love it. But most people shut up eventually. That's not my thing. Some people love it, but I think you just love it if you don't like the right material. Like that's my guess,
But
I mean,
when doing crowd work, is there anything that is off limits? Like if you see somebody who is handicapped, are they just?
So I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Nah.
Okay.
I'm not. No, I mean, well, it's up to the comedian, up to the person. But no, I'm not gonna fucking rip on. So did you see? There's a video of T.J. Miller. And he's talking to a guy in the front row, and the guy's clearly has something going on, right? And he's trying to tell him something. He's like stumbling or whatever. And teacher just goes, "I want you all to know that I'm not going to make fun of him."
Oh my god, is he controversy free now? I remember
TJ?
something. Yeah, something a while ago. He got involved in something.
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know what he got involved in. I don't know. He has a great story about getting arrested with a battle axe in Minnesota.
Oh wow, that seems like for some reason Minnesota seems like a place where somebody would have a battle axe.
I think the best part of that story is when he said that the cop was like, "Sir, put down the battle axe." It's like he said battle axe.
Right. No, he was great in Deadpool.
Yeah,
have you seen the trailer for the new Deadpool Wolverine?
I didn't see the new trailer. I saw the one in the theater like a week ago, but this is a new trailer.
Well,
is he in it?
T.J. Miller?
Yeah.
I didn't see him. He might be. I don't know.
He said a while ago he wasn't going to do them anymore, and I hope not.
Oh, okay. What'd you see a week ago?
Well, this was a couple weeks ago. I saw Civil War.
Oh,
yeah, I liked it. It was good.
I've been seeing reviews for this. It's called The Fall Guy.
Oh yeah.
You have any interest in that?
I mean, I'll watch it eventually. Not too much. I don't know. Not really. I wonder if it's at the movie theater. Like, if it's at the movie theater down the street from me, the little one, then I'll go see it because that's right down the street. But I'll go see almost anything they have there. But I'll go see animated movies there. Yeah, it is there. So maybe I'll go see that this weekend. I don't know. But like Civil War, I went up to Canton. I drove up by the Hall of Fame to go see it. So
okay.
I do that a lot because that theater's a lot nicer. It's a big Cinemark. It's a big theater. This one's just a tiny. And sometimes they have the movies I want to see live, the new, like the week of, but not always. They usually have Marvel and the kids' movies. So they think they can get families in there, they'll have the movies. But every once in a while, they'll have something I want to see. So I go when that happens. But when was the last Argyle? I think was the last movie I saw there.
Argyle, what's that about?
That's the Matthew Vaughn one with Sam Rockwell and Bryce Dallas Howard. It's like a spy comedy. It's okay. It's not bad. You see The Kingsman? He's like Matthew Vaughn is the guy who did Kingsman. It's not as good as Kingsman. It's wacky like that, but it's not as good. And also, it's rated PG-13, so it's like a PG-13 Kingsman.
Those were actually great movies, man.
They are great movies, and I think they're doing a third one, or I guess a fourth one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because they did 2, and then they did the prequel. Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah, I remember I used to go to the movies so often. Now it's just like it's really got to be something big. It's got to be.
I go constantly, man. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I usually go because I have the time to do it usually. And a lot of times I go the movie theater here in my town, the little one. They only show movies like once on the weekdays. I have one showing at 7. So I don't go a lot. Sometimes I do, but usually if I want to go to Canton, I usually go at like 11 or whatever. I go early, right? It's just me and old people. When I saw Dune 2, I was the only one in that theater, and that theater fit 400 people, and I was the only one in there.
Oh wow!
Which was great because I could react to Dune 2 the way I wanted to.
What time does the movie theater open?
I think the first showing is like 10:30 usually. I think they go about 10:30 to 10:30. I think.
And were you like the only one in the actual like building?
Not the building. Not the whole building, but that theater, yeah. Hey, Dark Matter. Yeah, you're from the future, man. How's Friday going?
Oh yeah, New Zealand.
But it there's let's see. What movie was it? Argyle, and down here, I was the only person in the theater. Dune 2 and Canton, I was the only person in the theater. Yeah. So I don't remember the last time that happened to me, but it happened to me 2 out of 3 times. And another movie I went and saw, it was one of 2 people in the theater. So, yeah, a lot of times, I don't know. Listen, I like that. I like going on off times. Every once in a while, like I went to see the Spider-Man multiverse movie when it was like on a Saturday when it was packed, and like I was sitting next to strangers, and I didn't love that. I mean, it was fine, but I like going when no one's there.
Well, because I infamously said one time on this pod that I've never seen any of the Star Wars in their entirety.
Yeah.
And in 2 days, apparently it's a Star Wars holiday called May the 4th Be With You.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, because being that I have tomorrow off, and I don't think there's any UFC this Saturday, is there?
No, it's 301 is Saturday.
Oh.
But I already told Ray, I'm not buying it. I'm protesting the card not being exciting. I mean, it might be a great card. It could be a great card, but you don't even know who's fighting. I know Aldo Martinez and then Pantoja.
Yeah, the return of Aldo, that's pretty good. But Pantoja as your main event, like, who cares?
I mean, Pantoja's good, but who he's fighting, I don't. I mean, listen, if this guy I can't even remember his name. He's like ranked 10th. If he beats Pantoja, huge deal. But I don't see it happening. I'm sure he's a very big underdog.
Alexandre put Pantoja as like the least famous champion in the UFC.
Well, today, I mean, I think just to feel like that kind of always happens with the flyweights.
I mean, just feel like when Moreno,
I'm just saying, I don't even know if the casuals knew who Mighty Mouse was.
Yeah, that's true, but like he had somewhat of a name. Like I don't think
Well, if you watched him, you knew he was probably one of the best fighting. He was amazing, but.
I bet you if you were to go out and survey people on the street, like how Jay Leno used to do when he would do jaywalking, and ask random people, do you know who Alexandre Pantoja is? They probably think he plays soccer.
Yeah. See Menudo? Yeah. Is he a celebrity chef?
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, Anthony Smith is on this card for what it's worth. Michelle Pajea, maybe he'll do
it could be a great card, but I'm not going to pay for it.
Right. No.
And I'm not gonna watch it live. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll watch it later, or I'll just look up what happened and maybe I'll watch bootleg later. I don't know. I'd rather watch baseball on Saturday, or whatever I'm doing. I might go to the AA game on Saturday. I don't know.
Now, Anthony Smith is fighting this guy named Vitor Petrino. You familiar with him?
I mean, I probably saw him fight, but I don't remember. That's what happens now.
He's a big time light heavyweight prospect. But my question is, Anthony Smith, he's coming off of a knockout loss to Khalil Roundtree.
I don't think he has much left. Well, however,
if he gets knocked out viciously Saturday, do you think it's time for him to hang it up?
Well, I would say yes, but the thing is, I've said this before about Anthony Smith. I said that when he got beat up by Glover real bad. I'm like, yeah, I think he might be done. But then he came back and had some good wins, so I don't know. It's up to him, man. I don't know. I mean, it's easy for me to say he's a bum, he's done. But dude, what do I fucking know? I don't know.
I'm just saying this realistically, though, right? Like, it's safe to say he's not gonna touch the belt ever. Like, he's never. I can't see him. I just can't see him getting to where Alex Pajea is at right now. And
well, I mean, listen, if he beats this guy and has like 2 more wins, he's there. I mean, maybe 1.
I don't know. I know he's an analyst now, and he's doing a good enough job there. So it's like
a bunch of guys are, that are still fighting. I mean, although it seems like once those guys get the analyst jobs, they fight less.
Right.
It all seems. I mean, look, yeah, because Felder retired. Cruz doesn't fight that often. Chiesa hasn't fought that much.
What's the one guy's name? He's like a model. Joe Band.
He retired. So right. Yeah, I think once they see they have other jobs, I don't blame them. Your career's going that way anyway, and you say, oh, I have another job now. I don't need to get punched in the face for money. Then, yeah, don't do it anymore. I don't blame you.
Rashad Evans.
Yeah, dip out, bro. I would. Well, I don't know. It depends. But, yeah, it does seem like once they have that job that they definitely start fighting less. I mean, it is weird. I mean, it's the only sport that I know. Maybe boxing does it, but that you have guys commentating that are currently still playing. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to happen in football. Could you imagine that though? Like the Thursday night game, there's somebody who has an off week or something.
Well, okay, so you say that, but like I remember J.J. Watt at the Super Bowl. Is he retired?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he bought a soccer team.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I saw a stat on Aaron Donald. Apparently, every year of his career, he made a Pro Bowl. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
He's one of the GOATs. One of them. Top
sure,
5.
But I'm
top
saying at his prime, Aaron Donald versus prime Justin James Watt, J.J. Watt. You remember him back in like, what was it, 15, 16, like with the Texans? Number 99?
Well,
if you could pick one of those number 99s to anchor your defense, who are you picking?
For one season or like for like a length of a contract?
If you're the general manager of a team and both of these guys in their prime seasons, I remember one year.
Watt always got hurt, so I can't pick Watt. Watt was always hurt.
Yes, but you remember, like he was guaranteed 20 sacks a season every year.
If you're guaranteeing me in this hypothetical scenario that he won't get hurt, then it would be different. But still, I'd probably take Donald. Still, I mean, it's a win-win, but I'd probably still take Donald. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not a losing scenario, but yeah, probably Donald still. I mean, they will both be first ballot Hall of Famers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, is Watt and Gronk are going to be in the same class because they'll both be first ballot. What about Brady? Well, Brady and Gronk will be in the same class.
How weird is that? Brady came in like 2001.
No. He's 100 years old.
Just
turned 100 years old.
That's wild, man. And yeah, he's most certainly a first ballot.
Of course, if anyone is, you should let him in now. That's how he's so good that they shouldn't make him wait.
Right.
Just put him in now. We made a special rule because you're just Listen, a lot of guys get in the Hall of Fame, but there's a difference between Tom Brady and whoever the worst quarterback is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know who that is. Let's say Warren Moon. It probably isn't Warren Moon, but let's just pick somebody. But I'm just saying, point is, Tom Brady, Warren Moon. Both very good, but there's levels to this shit. There's levels of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, so, okay. It's been 5 because it's a 5-year threshold, right?
I think so.
It's been more than 5 years. I think it's been at least, yeah, it's been more than 5 years. Donovan McNabb is not in there. Is that right or wrong?
Probably right.
You think?
I think so. I mean, everyone, it's hard. It is hard as a quarterback to get in if you haven't won a Super Bowl. It's not possible. Dan Marino did it, but it's hard. He was in a couple.
5 straight NFC Championship games and made it to a Super Bowl.
I don't know, man. I don't even know if he's close. I don't know. The thing about the NFL,
I was just looking at the names of guys that
they put everybody in the Hall of Fame in the NFL. He'll probably get it eventually. They put everybody in the Hall of Fame of the NFL, dude. Like, because they have every year they put 6 or 7 guys in every year. It's not like baseball. Baseball, some years they don't put anybody in.
Right.
So, yeah, baseball's much harder to get into the NFL. So,
but I was just looking like Doug Flutie was a
no. Doug Flutie won't be in nah. Well, what sucked about Flutie is nobody thought because he was at a time when if you weren't 6'4", you couldn't play quarterback.
Yes, so everybody assumed that Randall Cunningham is not in.
I don't know, man. I call racism if it wasn't for like Warren Moon.
I'm just saying Randall Cunningham is not in, but Devin Hester is.
Shit, how many black quarterbacks are in?
How many black quarterbacks were there? Oh, will Michael Vick make it? Never won a Super Bowl, but he changed the game.
Kentucky Pito would be at the Hall of Fame. Although he's done more good for animals now than he's done harm. That's actually true. He's been working with, I think, the Humane Society that entire time. So he's actually done more good than bad now. I mean, but people don't give a fuck. People don't give a fuck. And he did real hard real fucking time. Real time, dude.
You know
real
what?
Time.
That's one thing I gotta say. Like, that's such a one of a kind instance. You're talking about an athlete in his prime that went to prison for,
Ray Lewis killed a person and didn't give a fuck.
Didn't go to I know. It was like allegedly, but I'm just saying though, it's like he was in his prime. It wasn't like it was he was in his prime. What was he like 28, 29? He was in the prime of his career and went to prison. And came out and did it again.
He was out of the league 2 years, I think, at least. Maybe 3. And then everyone's like, yeah, he might be useful for some teams, but he's not going to be great. But then the Eagles had that injury, and he ended up taking them to the playoffs.
Yes.
He was great. I mean, he definitely would have had a better career. That's 100% had to be true. Has to be true, but he was still pretty good, and that's unreal. Being out of the game for that long. That's what I think is so weird about Watson. I mean, he was out of the game for a long time. He wasn't in prison, but he wasn't playing football. So I still think he'll be fine. But
I know you hope he will. But
I hope he will. Well, I really hope Nick Chubb's going to be healthy and they got to resign him. They just restructured his contract. So
okay, realistically, y'all were a game away from the Super Bowl, right?
No, we lost in the first round. We lost to Houston.
Okay, you're a game away from the AFC Championship.
No, 2 games away. You're in the wild card round.
That's right. Y'all lost in the wild card round. Okay, I can't believe that. That was
that was the worst part that we got our ass kicked by fucking Houston. I mean, Houston's good and they're probably going to be better, but they'll be better this year. But
so and what did y'all finish? 10-6?
11-6 because they had 17 games, something 11, like that.
Okay, so realistically, if everybody's healthy next year, is it
17-0, Paul? 17-0.
You know what I'm saying? Realistically,
Don Shula, Miami Dolphins.
Is it Super Bowl or bust, or is it second round or bust?
Second round or bust. I mean, you got to. We aren't the kind of we haven't had that much as a franchise, so playoffs were pretty great, and we were bummed we lost in the playoffs, but you're pretty happy we got there.
If Deshaun
we win a playoff game, if we win 2 playoff games,
that's what I'm saying. If Deshaun Watson comes back at full strength and is everything that he was ever promised to be, If Nick Chubb is arguably the greatest halfback in the league, if you have, what's his name, the guy on defense?
Garrett.
Yes, Myles Garrett. If you have all the pieces in place, why not say Super Bowl or bust? Why not?
Because we're Cleveland fans, man. We try to be cautiously optimistic, you know. And we're happy with what we get a lot of times. As long as dude, it just fucking happened that we won 3 games in 4 years. 4 games in 3 years. 4 games in 3 years. That I feel like that just happened, right? So the fact that, like I said, we're not going to be really pissy if we get to the playoffs and only make it to the AFC Championship game. I mean, we will when we lose, but we'll look back and be like, man, what a great year. That's what we're doing right now. We're like, dude, that was a great year. All the injuries and fucking Flacco coming back, that was an amazing year. Yeah, it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but overall, great year.
You got to turn back into believe land. Like, you got to, some of that Cavaliers has to rubber. Like, you never.
The believe land part is just like making the playoffs. that's what the believe land part is.
I'm just saying. I don't, I didn't.
You know, the whole movie Major League was about the Indians just making the playoffs. that was a big playoff at the end of that movie. Payoff at the end of that movie was making the playoffs. Then the movie ended. Like, hey, we made the playoffs. Movie over.
I'm just saying, you never had this much talent at one time. Well,
not since the 60s, but yeah.
Well, I just saw an interview on Club Shay Shay. What's his name? What's this guy's name? The tight end. Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
And he was interviewing Manziel. And it was like a real Johnny Manziel. He's actually mature now. I guess he's like 33 now. And he's like he was like, yeah, I don't get me wrong. I make no bones about it. I totally squandered my opportunity. I am nothing but regretful. And he was speaking like a grown man. And he's like, the thing I regret the most is a veteran like Joe Thomas, at the end of his career, he's a Hall of Famer. And I was a kid brought in to lead this franchise, and I let him down. And the way he was speaking, it's like, it was really like, he really like, he did a lot of self-reflecting, but ultimately he's like, yeah, man, I wanted to be a celebrity, man.
I think it's kind of shitty for everyone who's never been in that position to just assume that you would not handle it that way.
This is my only thing. This is my only thing, though. He's had examples before him, like Maurice Claret. Plenty of guys squandered being the Marcus Russell.
If I was that fucking famous at 19 years old, I would probably be fucked. I'm not gonna lie. I like to think I handle it better, man, but I don't know.
This is my thing, though. This is my thing. I always feel like, because it's YOLO. You only go around one time in this life. You're only going to be the number 1 overall pick in the draft one time. I feel like anybody, the fame will take care of itself. You got to take this seriously because the NFL already stands for not for long. That's even if you keep your head down and play to the best of your abilities.
Yeah.
So all that other stuff is going to come. So I feel like he forced it on.
He freeze on me? It's going to be a shitty night if he's freezing because I really need him to be here. Ray's not here. Did I freeze? Pulse! Let's take a look. Let's see what's happening. Okay. All right, Pulse froze or something. See if I can figure out what's going on with him. Hopefully his computer didn't completely die. We shall see. Oh, his laptop dead. Wait, when you say die, Pulse, die, or like you're gonna be? Are you coming back? Did it run out of juice and you must restart it, or is it dead forever and now we have to bury it? We shall find out. But until then, let's see what else we got going on. Okay, Pulse is working on it. I shall hold down thy fort while he is working on it. What else we got going on here? Man, Cavs are up 3-2 on the Orlando Magic. I don't have a lot of faith in them. They got people like 40 points one game, but hopefully they don't blow this. When is it? Tomorrow they play. They play tomorrow in Miami. They're up 3-2. Hopefully they knock that out. If not, they have to play Sunday at 1 p.m. That's the Cavs. Who's already won their series? I don't know. I know the Nuggets did. Hold on a second. I'm looking for some, darn it, emojis. All right. Oh, no. What did I lose now? Did I lose? Gosh darn it. I'm sorry. I'm just mumbling. Man, we were going good for a second there, too. I won't turn back on. Oh, man, Pulse, you got to, I don't know, give us some loving. Put your balls on it. Get that magic cock touch. Maybe that'll help. Don't know. I don't know. You got baseball to talk about. We didn't even get to that yet. I mean, you can use your phone. At this point, I don't give a fuck. That'd work. All right. Sorry, everybody. Dead air. Basically, we're just trying to figure out what's going on with Pulse. He's trying to figure out how to get back. He's having technical issues. Because here on Bro Plata, we're basically just technical issues. So, what else we got here? Nothing. Not a whole lot. USC 301. The thing about 301 is, always when they have a card in Brazil, they try to put a bunch of Brazilian fighters on it. That plus the fact that they stack 300 so much, it doesn't look like an exciting card. I mean, they pulled Jose Aldo out of retirement for something, but I still I don't know. It doesn't seem that exciting, does it? I don't know. All right, Paul says he has to rob a bank. Well, Paul's do it. You know what? Do it and live stream it. Live stream it. Can you use your phone? Can you do it on your phone for a little bit until it gets too annoying for the both of us? I mean, I'll take that. Do you have a? All right, try the phone. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Back up. I actually have 3 laptops, and I use one of them. The other ones, I mean, they kind of work. I mean, I think they'd work in a pinch. I mean, if this didn't work, I'd try one of the other ones. The one's really old. I don't know if that works at all. And the other one I used to use for this podcast. I think it will work. Not 100% sure. But, if not, you use a phone or tablet or smoke signal, something like that, man. I don't know. Google Lenses, smartwatch, rotary phone, anything that works. Anything that works. Well, having technical difficulties, waiting to see what we can do with Pulse. It's all right. Things, it happens. It just kind of figures, man. It figures when, Ray's not here, and then this is when Pulse's laptop has to die. Not his fault. Shit happens, but just great timing, right? And then also I was late starting the show today because I had to do something last minute. Everything's fine. It's my brother needed a ride. Not a big deal. But it just all happened at once. So, don't know. Hopefully Ray's comedy show is going well. I do hope that, really. But the Rubber City Comedy Festival is going on. A lot of our friends are in that. Sure, it's kicking ass. Those guys have been doing it. It's the 4th year, and they're selling out shows on weekdays. So that's great. I don't think Ray's show is one of those shows, though. But we on it. I want to talk to Pulse about the Astros Guardians games because they've both been great. The Guardians have played 4 consecutive extra inning games. All on the road. The last time they did that was 1910. 4 consecutive extra inning games. And they're 2-2, and they're on the road. So I take 2-2 out of 4 consecutive road extra inning games. They won last night in Houston. They lost on a walk-off home run in Houston on Tuesday. Dude, the game last night was crazy. The ending. I thought it was over. It was over, but I thought they lost. There's a runner on second. I guess I thought they tied it up. Is what I thought. Runner on second. You're up by 1 in the bottom of the 10th. Balls hit the left. I thought it was going to drop in for sure to score that tying run. I thought it was done. But then all of a sudden, Stephen Kwan comes out of nowhere, fucking dives, makes this amazing catch. And then the runner on second for Houston, he thought it was over too. He just took off running. He was not even close to second base. So they threw it to second. Got him doubled up. Game over. Great. But Tim, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. The last couple of minutes of the show have been real hot garbage, but like I said, we're just trying to figure out. Maybe, hopefully, Pulse can try to figure out how to get his phone on here, or something. He's still working on his laptop. Shit happens. But where'd 2 joints go? He leave? Well. Now I'm looking at Facebook. Best show on the internet. Best show on the internet. Best show on the internet. Na 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 na. Yep. This is me stalling for time, but it's not working. So there's a couple other things I want to talk about too, but with Pulse, it's okay. Dude, there's this guy who plays Double-A for the Guardians. He plays in Lynchburg. His name is Tugboat. What? Yes, he's a baseball player named Tugboat Wilkinson. He's 6'1", 270, left-handed pitcher. He's been kicking ass, and his name is Tugboat. He's my new favorite player. Well, take it back. Jose Ramirez is my favorite player. I mean, come on, how can he not be? He's the man. He's a perfect human being. I don't know about that. Jose Ramirez is the new king of Cleveland. Has been for a while. Ever since he signed the new contract. And he just bought a Cybertruck. Tell me he's hurting for money? He took half of what he's worth in the market to stay with Cleveland, but he still got himself a Cybertruck. What's going on with this MMAholes.tv? Anybody here can tell me that? What's going on with that? I'm curious. All right, hold on. Let me take a look at some stories. Take a look at some stories. Although, shit. Every time, let's see if I lose the stream. The stream dies randomly. I'm sorry, everybody. Like I said, it's not been great right now. Was not prepared to do this by myself. Anthony Smith has said, quote, "I'm terrified of retiring." Okay. Yeah, just a bunch of shit that Anthony Smith said. Not that interested. Jose Aldo explains UFC 300 comeback at MMA future after Jonathan Martinez fight. Man. Paige Van Sant claims Dylan Dennis asked her to peg him as husband challenged him to fight. Different weight classes, right? And also, that's not news. Why doesn't it come up when I hit news? That's not news. Have we forgotten what news is anymore? Somebody wants pegged. Breaking news. All right. I think we gotta give this just a couple more minutes, then we may be out of steam. I'm really trying to get at least an hour in here today. And I thought we'd be just fine with Pulse, but unfortunately, shit happens, and no big deal. It happens. This has been the show of shit happening. But you know why I don't like this? Because Ray is gonna eat this up. He's like, you can't do shit without me. Blah, 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 blah. That's Ray. That's what he'll do. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But it just happens. It just happens that Ray's computer decided to murder itself, and then. Yeah, I mean, it was like today. I've been out by much. 8 minutes, not really worth it. Not worth it. Not a problem. Not a big deal. Yeah, well, is what it is, man. I could try to go down this fight card, but like I said, I don't know. I don't really care that much about this one. I'm not going to pretend to care about something I don't care about. I'm not good at that. Pantoja probably going to win. And if Steve Eric beats him, that'd be great. It'd be hilarious, but probably not. Aldo Martinez, I don't know. I'm sure Aldo still got some fight in him, but I'm picking Martinez anyway. Picking Petrino to beat Smith. Ihor Pretoria, whatever, to beat Michelle Fajea. Okay. Yeah. Cal Baleo, Paul Craig. Yeah, Craig's going to lose. Bear Drew going to lose. What else? Jack Shore. I like Jack Shore. Jack Shore going to win. Karolina Kovacevic. And, yeah, I'm just mumbling through these, man. Hoping something happens soon. Yep, not looking great. It's all right. It's okay. Okay, pulse needs. All right, I got you. Hold on. Wait, which? Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Okay, I just sent you the code, Pulse, in Discord. I sent you numbers. And if that doesn't work, I can just send you the link. But that should work in theory. In theory. And I apologize again for everyone. The last 10 minutes, I have not kicked ass. I have done very shitty the last 15 minutes in this show. It has not been entertaining. It's been me mumbling. It's been real hot garbage, and I apologize for it. But, you know, I mean, listen, doing the show by yourself, you know, without graphics and shit, I don't have a lot of practice in that, you know? Not really. And, I mean, that could be done if I had, like, a bunch of stories, you know, ready to go. Shit like that, you know? But I don't. For I am lazy. And I was not prepared for this. Should have been a bit more prepared. Should have been a lot more prepared. But I'm not. So, now every time, I'm not going to explain what I'm mad about, but I'm mad about something technical.
It's me.
Yeah, okay. Pulse, I sent you the code. Did you get the code? I sent the code. Is that the correct code? I can also just send the link. I can do that too. Can I? Yes, I can. Hold on. Things can be done. Nope. The link. There we go. Copy. Great. I also sent you the link. So either one of those will work. Backstage won't let me enter for some reason. Okay, hold on. That can't be true. Hold on. Maybe. I don't see you. Why are you not on the... Are you sure you're in the correct episode? Well, just use that link and do it that way. You'll pop on here and I'll get you on. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know why. I don't know. Nothing's working. Everything's falling apart. I'm having a heart attack. Can everyone see this? My panic attack. Dude, pretty pissed off at my pharmacy today. They didn't have the shit I was supposed to have. They told me to have it. They had it. I showed up and they're like, oh, we put it back. You put it back? What the fuck, man? Hello? Paul, you there? Hello?
Yo, I really hate technology sometimes.
Dude, me too. I get it.
Oh, gosh.
So what did you end up doing? How did you end up getting on?
I'm using my phone right now, and I put it on D&D, so if I get a call, it will not go through.
Okay, well, whatever you want to do. The camera's not working?
Apparently not.
All right, whatever. It's fine. We won't go a whole lot longer. It's fine. I just felt really shitty because I'm just trying to scramble for 15 minutes and I didn't know what to talk about.
No, I my bad for leaving you hanging.
No,
It's messed up because we were having like a good convo. I forgot what we were talking about. We had a good flow going.
We were on Johnny Football, I think.
That's right. Yes. So yeah, basically he was able to self-reflect and realize that he fumbled the bag. But no, I gotta say, you know, and he did fumble the bag, but he, like the way he was speaking, it was like he was real grown up, you know, not the way that I remember him coming out of A&M.
Yeah, I mean, well, the same thing happened with Maurice Clarett. That guy's been like a motivational speaker for the last for the last decade or something. So, or more than that. So,
well, I wonder with Manziel, am I right? He was the number 1 overall pick, right?
No, he was I think 22nd.
Okay, but it's still
first round, yeah.
First rounder. So
Do you think he like squandered the money too? He squandered the opportunity, but do you think he still has money?
I think he does. You know, he's not working. Apparently, that's what I heard. He just like isn't. He's doing better, but he's not doing great. Apparently, like I'm just
wondering, as a first round draft pick who kind of flamed out, like assuming he didn't like squander all the money, what do you think he does with his time nowadays?
Probably what I do with my time, a whole lot of nothing. Goes to movies at 10:30 in the morning.
I mean, like, I don't know if he's single or married or whatever, but assuming he's single, like, is he just like do you think he's just like a playboy and just like?
I don't know, man. Like that documentary. Did you watch the documentary?
No, it's on ESPN.
That's on Netflix. He was just like They just showed like shots of him just like drinking beer at his house with his friends. I think he lives in Arizona somewhere. He's just chilling.
I'm wondering, is he gonna like get into coaching or is
I doubt that. Would you want him like coaching your kid's high school team? That's the last guy you'd want right now.
I mean, he knew he knew the game. Like I'll give him that much credit. He knew how to play.
You remember how good he was? Like when he won the Heisman, dude, he was insane. He was so good. And apparently, like he didn't even give a fucking college either. He was just so much better than everybody else.
That's the thing. Like wasn't it like the week of the draft? He flew to Vegas for a party with Drake or something like that.
He was in a disguise and shit. Like it was hilarious. You gotta watch the documentary. Yeah, he was like wearing a wig and shit in Vegas. Like,
I mean,
he's pulling Rodman shit. He's pulling Rodman shit, but at least Rodman was good,
right?
He was
that's true.
And in the NFL, he was never any good. I mean, he could have been, and. Those teams, we had him, we had Joe Thomas, and I mean Shanahan was his OC, Kyle Shanahan. So he wanted him. They had an offense for him. He could have been good, but he just didn't give a fuck. It's his life, man. He can do what he, but
No, but that's you said it all. Like he flamed out before he ever became anything in the league.
Right.
And that's why
so much money in NIL, dude.
Oh yeah, nowadays. Oh yeah. Well, I believe that's what the controversy was about. He sold like autographs or something like that because he didn't have money.
Yeah, he did. He got suspended for like half a game.
Didn't like Terrell Pryor have something similar happen to him?
Yeah, he did something with tattoos or some shit. Yeah, that's why Tressel resigned because he. Yeah, there was something weird with autographs and tattoos and some shit. Yeah, they were trading autographs for tattoos, and that's where they got in trouble.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't. Now it's different, obviously, what they got the deal in place. But I'm just saying, I never felt in those days. I never felt bad for any blue chip athlete because if you just be patient. In a matter of months, you're going to sign a contract and there's millions of dollars behind it. So while in those days,
that's the thing. Not always. There's guys who were stars in college who didn't even get a chance to play. I mean, there's like.
No, I know, but even if you know you're going to be a first rounder, even if your career doesn't pan out great, you get that money though. You get like a guaranteed check for being a lottery pick.
I mean, they do. But
the
eighth bench guy, glue guy doesn't, No,
I mean the guys like Manziel, Pryor, maybe not Pryor, but like but if you know that you're going to go within the first round or especially top 15, like when Jameis Winston was stealing crab legs and shit, it's like, bro, just be patient. You'll have in a matter of months, you'll get all the crab legs you can handle.
Dude, I saw him on Theo Vaughn's podcast, and he's definitely changed a lot too. He's a Brown now.
Yeah, well, he won the Heisman too, didn't he?
I think so. He's probably gonna play most of the season for the Browns.
Oh, so that's solidified. That's who y'all going with?
Well, no, it's he's our backup, but Watson always seems to be hurt. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about him. Okay.
So,
well, hopefully
he doesn't play, but he's the backup because they didn't. Flacco wanted to come back, but they didn't offer him a contract because they didn't want to have a quarterback controversy, which is stupid. I think he went the best team, period. But I understand.
Did he retire? Where did he go?
Indy. He went to Indy.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna have to fight with Gardner Minshew for the starting job.
Sheesh. I don't know. I just going back throughout the years, all of these guys, even the ones that sort of flame out or didn't turn into anything, they all just because they were first round draft picks. I bet you like Blaine Gabbert and Blake Bortles, they're not hurting. They didn't. Their career never panned out, but they're not hurting.
No, especially if you're not an idiot. Especially if you don't Bernie Kosar all your money.
Right.
And I think most guys at this point in the NFL, they have so many other players telling them not to do this, not to do the things they did. That's what I'm saying. I think less of them go bankrupt easy now because they have so many people around them telling like, don't fucking do this. Delonte West. But it's like
I remember like Jimmy Garoppolo. They said he was dating a porn star, and I was like, "What are you doing, man? You have your pick of the litter. Why would you go for used goods?"
Oh, because she does all kinds of cool stuff, Pauls. I don't know. And she was like 40. And he was like 26.
Right, you're in your prime, bro. Yeah. You can. That's like being a first round draft pick and deciding to go purchase a 1991 Chrysler LeBaron. It's like, what are you doing? What are you?
Jeff Ross joke. He's like, I was going on a date with this porn star, and I asked her if she wanted to go out on Thursday. She's like, "Oh, I actually have a lot of work to do on Thursday. You want to go out Friday?" And he's like, "How about Wednesday?"
That's hilarious. Who said that?
It's Jeff Ross.
That's funny.
Like, on Wednesday, not on Friday.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the Guardians and Astros are playing right now?
Yes, I okay. Are they in town? Are they here?
Yeah,
or they're there?
Yeah. No, they're in Houston.
Okay.
They've both games so far they split the first two and they've both been extra innings. The first one, Astros walked off with a home run. That was wacky. I was here looking at the score, and it was like we were up 3-0. Then we were down 8-3. Then they tied it 8-8. And in the 10th inning, they went up 9-8, and they gave up a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 10th. But then last night, extra innings, score in the top of the 10th, up 3-2. I think there's two guys on, I think, or at least no, there's a guy in second, and there's 2 outs. And I thought for sure they're going to tie the game because if Dubon was up and he hit hit the ball to the left, I thought for sure it was going to fall in. Then Stephen Kwan comes out of nowhere, diving catch. There was 1 out, diving catch, and then the runner on second thought he was going to fall in for sure. So he was nowhere near second base, so he didn't tag up. So they just threw back to second and got him out for a double play to win the game. But I thought it was over.
Man. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Unfortunately, we need these wins a little bit more than y'all do at this point. So
no, you don't. You'll be fine.
Yes, we do.
You're gonna be fine. You can hit a ton.
So. Yes, but the pitching is they suck. They like.
Well, your best pitcher's 100 years old.
Right, but
we beat him yesterday, but he pitched pretty well. So. He pitched really well, actually. I mean, he gave up 2 runs in 7 innings. So.
We got to make some at the trade deadline. We got to make some moves. We need to bring in some more arms.
Well, I don't know, dude. It's crazy for you to say that when you have your back of your bullpen is Josh Hader and Ryan Presley. Like, we need more pitching. Dude,
I know, but we need more. We need starting pitching.
I think you just need the guys you have to pitch the way they can.
I'm looking forward going into the fall. Like you said, the hitting is there. We need arms. We need arms to start games.
We also have starting pitching problems. All our pitchers are hurt, and our best pitchers out for the year. And we're in the same boat. But there's only a couple of teams that are going to be selling pitchers, and they're going to wait until trade deadline so they can get the best deal. So what I really wish Cleveland would do listen, Trevor Bauer's out there, man. He's waiting for someone to call him.
You know what? Like, seriously, because I think you talked about it earlier. He still got it. Like he was where was he? He was in some league in Mexico or something.
He's in Mexico, yeah.
Okay, well, like he's like I don't. If I'm the Astros, screw the controversy. You need an arm right now. Like you can get him for the low. Why? I don't.
A lot of teams could use him. And the thing is, there's so many. I think the pitch clock it got because guys haven't got used to it yet. There's been a lot of pitching injuries, starting pitching injuries. Everyone has a lot of starting pitching injuries. So a lot of great pitchers are out for a while. So I think there's a lot of teams that could absolutely use them. I'm just waiting which one of them is going to be like, fuck it, let's do it. But I mean, listen, the second woman who accused them is now she's been indicted on fraud charges. Pauls.
Okay, so that should bode well for him. That means
but unfortunately, no one liked him to begin with. So I think at this point, the guy actually does deserve his life back. Fucking give it to him, man. And it's not like he's asking for $20 million a year. He's asking for the league minimum.
The league minimum, right? As good as he is, and that's what I'm saying. It's not like he was gambling on games or
And I mean, listen, if he did it, it'd be different. But it seems like he didn't do it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's all accusatory. So I don't understand him being banned.
So was Watson, but there was so many women, and it was different. And he's like, "All right, I'll pay." Bauer's like, "I'm not paying anybody. I didn't fucking do it." So, and no one got anything. And now one of them is getting indicted criminally. So because she did it to somebody else too. So
should he take this to the Supreme Court?
No, he didn't have to. Because all the cases are all dropped.
No, but I mean, it seems like they're like Colin Kaepernicking him. They're like, this is like, I forget the term for it. It's like in the music industry, they call it payola.
Blackballing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you cannot do that if he's not been convicted of a crime. It's just an accusation.
Well, the thing is, Major League Baseball teams can do whatever they want. Like they're allowed to sign him. He served a suspension. He's fine. They're allowed to sign him. Just no one wants to. That's
why I love the sport, but I hate it at the same time. They have rules that just make no sense.
Well, it's not an actual rule. It's just no one wants to deal with it, right? And
but I mean, it's like the unwritten rules in baseball.
Well, right. Well, some of them are meant to, but that one's silly, right? And plus, I think Kaepernick got the worst. It was the silliest thing, right? No one accused him.
Well, I said Kaepernick. His was sort of self-inflicted. He did it to himself. But like, if a woman makes an accusation against you, and you have not been arrested by the police, like that's just a rumor. That should not affect your career.
Well, I mean, in Watson's case, I believe them.
He settled
for a lot of money, right? Bauer's like, I'm not giving any of them anything because I didn't fucking do this.
No, listen, that was like where there's smoke, there's fire. There was like 22 at last count, 22 different accusers. So I understand that, but like with Trevor Bauer, like this is just hearsay. And
Dude, there's more evidence that they made it up. Like one is actually being charged for fraud for this, and she did it to somebody else too. And the first one, there was text messages of her telling her friends what she was gonna do to try to get his money.
Yeah,
what else do you fucking want, dude? Like, listen, I'm sure there's tape of me saying that Trevor Bauer's a shithead, if it's true. But now it doesn't seem like it's true. That's the thing. There's a lot more evidence that it didn't happen than it did. So I think it didn't help that baseball didn't like him to begin with. Like he was always a dick.
Yes, but that's like you cannot blackball somebody because you don't like their attitude. Like that that's gotta be that has to be. No, I know, I see, but I'm saying that has to be like that's against the Constitution or something. I don't know how to
you can asshole your way out of anything.
O.J. Simpson is in the Hall of Fame, rest in peace. But I'm just saying though, he's like in the Hall of Fame, and we know what he's been accused of.
Yeah, but he was in the Hall of Fame before that happened.
I'm just saying this is not right. He's in the thick of his career,
and like I said, I almost all these every time I'm like, yeah, dude, they probably did it. I believe these women, most likely. Like, who fucking makes shit like this up? But guess what? There are a very, very small percentage of fucking insane people that will make this shit up to get money. You want to, and you know what? That fucks up. You know how much that fucks with the people that actually were abused?
Right. That's my whole point.
Yeah. Anyone who's actually had something happen to them should fucking hate these women. They should absolutely, positively hate these women. Because I don't know if they should hate him more than Trevor Bauer does, but I mean, the dude I don't think he helps himself when he puts all these videos like these "told you so" videos out because he's just being an asshole. But he was right. It seems like, and I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine that? Like, just out of nowhere, someone made something up like that, and your whole life is over, and it wasn't even true.
Right. And that's
I
the
would
thing.
probably be handling it like him. I probably wouldn't be quiet. I probably would fucking be shouting for rooftops. What the fuck? I'd be very pissed. I'd have a hard time being quiet.
I remember when I was a kid, John Rocker said some things, but he still had a career somehow.
Dude, there's an article in the New York Times of some of the shit he said about foreigners and shit in New York City. And, yeah, dude.
And they still let him pitch.
Yeah, no one gave a fuck.
The world has changed, and not for the better.
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone.
Well, I get it. I don't want anybody who's listening who has ever been the victim of abuse to think I'm not sympathizing with it. But like you said, these are rumors. These are not been proven. So it's like you're tarnishing this man's career.
Like there's actual evidence to indict this one woman of fraud. And there's other evidence of text messages that we've seen that this woman said she was going to say shit about Trevor Bauer to get his money. So that, like, in this case, I'm like, well, I want to believe the women, but at this point, it seems like they fucking made it up, dude. And they both have issues in the past, which I that's fine. But it's just
realistically,
give him a job back, dude.
Okay, but I'm just saying. If you worked for a PR team, realistically, what could he do? Should he just keep his mouth shut, put on a suit, and be like Chris Brown and just come out and make a statement, and say I'm sorry for what might have been like how can this be salvaged?
Well, first of all, the difference is Chris Brown did it, didn't he? So
yes.
So how can it?
But I'm just saying though,
his PR team did tell him to shut up, Bauer, and he never did because he's like, I didn't fucking do this, and you know what? I don't blame him. Has it helped him? No. So if anyone else in this situation, are they going to follow Trevor Bauer's lead? No, they're probably going to put their tail between your legs and hope it goes away, even if they didn't do it, which is unfair. I'm actually, good for Bauer for standing up for himself. But the thing is, it's not helping him. But it also didn't help that baseball didn't like him to begin with. So he was a dick. He's always been a dick, and baseball kind of fucking hate. I mean, they not enough of them not to sign him because he was really good. He had a giant contract with the Dodgers, but
yeah. See, that's the thing. Like it used to have been. No matter how bad a guy was off the field, it used to be talent would always win out. Like
if you could not even fucking know,
right?
With the internet, no one even fucking heard about anything.
Yeah,
it would take a lot. Like who's even doing investigations in the personal lives of athletes? Not many. So geez, for a long time, did anyone know anything about what was going on with athletes in the off season? No.
Yeah, I kind of blame social media for this.
Listen, if they're actually doing things, that's it's different. But this.
No, but I'm saying we never had this much access to an athlete off the field. Like it used to be. I only knew them for the sport that they played. I don't even care what they're doing when they're not on the field.
Bowers is his own thing. Bowers has had his own successful channels on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter.
Oh, really?
For a long time, yeah, even before all this, he's been the most active player on social media from before this happened, and he didn't stop. He didn't stop when he got suspended. He still did. He still put videos out. He just put training videos out and him doing goofy stuff with his friends. Like they've been doing that for a while, and he did all kinds of videos from Japan, and now he's doing all kinds of videos from Mexico. He doesn't stop.
Okay, well, you know what? Then I gotta kind of blame him. I'm sorry if he was falsely accused, but like in a sense, like I'll never forget when Drew Rosenhaus told Terrell Owens that one time, like, dude, just shut up for a week. I'll find you another team. When he got cut, the by the Eagles. He's like, I just need you to go in your house and shut up. I'll find you another team. And like,
Yeah,
I think
his agent, her name is Rachel. Something. I don't know. She's a hot redheaded chick. But she never left him. You know, she's been his agent this whole time, and she never left him. So what does that say? His female agent didn't even think about leaving him, but she hasn't been able to get him a job. Well, I mean, she got him a job in Mexico, which I mean,
whatever that's worth.
Yeah, I mean, he has money, but it's just.
But I mean, he's like 33. He can still play for multiple years if he.
Yeah, dude, Verlander's 41. Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying. He can potentially still play 7 more years.
He throws harder now than he did when he left with the Dodgers. He's thrown more 99s than he's ever thrown. He's never thrown that far before. He's thrown harder.
Well, I always thought that there's more longevity in baseball anyway, man. Because they don't.
Well, all these pitchers are getting fucking hurt now. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really wish, and I'm trying to think what the biggest blowback. What could possibly happen blowback wise? What's the worst that can happen? Because I'm thinking that's what every team is thinking. What the worst is? What is the worst?
Probably people boycott. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Probably, but you know what? If he helps your team,
of what?
I mean, like. No, I know, but I'm just, how, they'll have like women's groups marching outside but I'm just saying though, if he can help your team win games, that will quiet all that shit down. Like, if the Astros get them,
look at what the Browns are doing. The Browns are doing it, and it's definitely. But the thing is, they don't want what happened. It's probably because of the Browns. They don't want what happened to the Browns to happen to them. The Browns didn't think it would be nearly as bad as it was. It ended up being a lot worse than they thought it would be. And now they're stuck with him. So, but the thing is, they don't have to give him the biggest guarantee contract in the history of baseball. They don't have to do that. They can sign up for the rest of the year at the league minimum.
Yeah, see, that's the only
whenever they want.
That's my only thing about Deshaun Watson. Like, the Browns is your team. Like, why did they do that? Why didn't you get back up the
I didn't like it. You can go back and look at tape. I was pissed when it happened. There is tape.
Yeah, I mean, when he was going through the thick of the accusations, he should have been just happy to sign with the team. But they made him. Wasn't that the biggest contract a quarterback had ever signed?
Yes, until Burrows. Yes.
So it's like you have no excuses if you're Deshaun Watson now. You got to go out there and ball, bro. You got paid.
Yeah, and now all those draft picks are finally done. Houston made all their picks, and the Browns will finally get their picks back next year. But yeah,
if I'm y'all, if I'm a Browns fan, it's Super Bowl or bust. Y'all have no excuse.
What do you mean, or bust? We think we're going to stop being Browns fans? If that was possible, Pulse, we would have stopped that a long time ago. We would have given up years ago. If that was possible for me not to be a Browns fan, it would have been a long time ago. I would have given up.
No, I mean, like, realistically believe that. Like, last year was an aberration. Y'all should have beaten Houston in the first round. Y'all were favored.
I know.
Even on the road, y'all were favored.
Flacco played terrible. He had 2 back-to-back pick sixes in back-to-back series.
Listen, I can't have too much sympathy because I'm a Cowboys fan. We got skunked through the first half by the Packers. So
yeah. So that was another game you were supposed to win, and you guys were at home. We were at least on the road. Yeah.
Well, I'm sick of our guy. So if Flacco wants to come here, he can come to Dallas.
He's already in Indy, man.
But I did hear Ezekiel Elliott's coming back for whatever that's worth.
Oh, is he?
That's what I heard.
Probably has a couple carries left in him. Man, I really thought he'd be better than he was. I mean, he was decent for a few years there, but coming out of Ohio State, dude, I thought he was going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, they were talking about him like he was the next Emmitt Smith.
I mean, he looked like it. I mean, there wasn't any reason not to think that. He was great, and I mean, he was pretty good there for a while. We got all this talent. We got CD Lamb. We got Michael Parsons on defense. Mm-hmm. Only thing missing is our signal caller. I
I do not like
Dak Prescott.
Dakota Prescott. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his. I call him
Yeah,
my full name.
he you tell I don't like him. I called him by his Christian name.
Right.
Hey, Freedom Guy, what's up? Dude, there is. I just learned about this single A baseball player for the Guardians. He's in single A Lynchburg right now. He's 6'1", 270. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's been killing it. He's been kicking ass. And his name is Tugboat.
270.
270. But 6'1", 270, that's a big boy.
Jeez. That's like
CC, yeah, it's like CC.
yeah,
Sure,
that's even yeah, but at least Sabathia was like 6'7" though. That you can carry 270.
Right, yeah. Yeah, dude, they call this guy's name is Tugboat Wilkinson. They call him Tugboat.
Jeez.
I'm like Tugboat Wilkinson. I'm like, that's the best.
I don't even think, bro. I don't even think David Wells was cracking like 240.
I don't know, but this kid's been kicking ass, and dude, he's like everyone's new favorite pitcher. So I'm excited to see him come to like Akron. I want to see him play in Akron, maybe next year, or even if he gets moved up to high A this year. So, but he's Canadian. He's from Vancouver, and I saw video of him from 2015. He was in the Little League World Series, and he was like a fat 12-year-old striking out everybody. Like, yeah, but everybody calls him Tugboat. I'm like, that's awesome, dude. We need to bring back old school baseball names, like Gout Ferguson, shit like that.
Only fingers.
Yes. AIDS McCormick. What?
How many Canadian pitchers? I'm trying to think. The late Roy Halladay, he was Canadian, right?
Yeah, I think so. Eric Gagne.
Gagne, yeah, I remember Gagne.
Kyle Quantrill. I don't know where he is now. He was with the Guardians the last couple of years. They moved him. I don't know where he is now, but he was Canadian. We have another Canadian. I think it's Tyler Beatty, I think his name is. Yeah, he's Canadian. He's with the Guardians now. We have they're not pitchers, but the Naylor brothers. They're Canadian.
Okay.
But dude, I love the Naylor brothers, dude. I love that we have them both. That's pretty cool. Dude, I love Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor is a beast. He's a crazy person, but he's a beast. He like smacks himself in the face when he hits a home run and shit. He's fucking crazy, but I love him.
Whatever happened? What was that one guy's name? Tatis or something? What was it?
Fernando Tatis?
Yeah, where is he at?
With the junior? He's with the Padres.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, and his dad played all over the place for years. But yeah, juniors with the Padres. He had a year off suspension because he had PEDs, and he's back now though. I remember at one time he was the highest paid before
Ohtani signed that massive deal.
Yeah.
Tatis was like the highest paid player.
Yeah, he's one of them. It was like Harper, then Trout, then him, Ohtani, something like that. Yeah. Ooh, I'm going to the Guards game Wednesday. They're playing the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much are tickets?
I think we got first deck behind the visitor home dugout. They're like 67.
Okay.
I think we played 70 last time. I went last week too. I went last Thursday. They played Boston. They won. Jose Ramirez hit a grand slam in the second inning. That was sweet. They lost my shit. It was awesome.
67. That's not bad for those type seats, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like 26 rows up, 27 rows up. But it's the back of the bottom section, but it's still the bottom section. So all those seats are good. I really don't. I like sitting at the bottom section, the first deck, in between the dugouts. That's why I like to sit if I can. But that's every once in a while you can get a good deal on those, but usually it's about that much now. If you get real close, it's like 100. I mean, that's where I think Berto Hernandez paid like $100 a piece, I think, for those ones who got me and Ray last year. And Thursday we were in the same section as that. We were just a couple rows above it, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll sit in the upper deck. That's fine, but I like the upper deck behind home plate. A couple times I've sat like first deck, but in right field, and I hate that, dude. I hate that. I hate the bleachers. I feel like when you're in the outfield, you're not even there. It's weird.
Now, are the stadiums full nowadays?
No. Mm-mm. They keep taking seats. Well, I mean, not Progressive Field. They keep taking seats out. And they're at like 30,000 capacity now. No. I mean, we went to a day game, so there was a lot of empty seats. I mean, there's probably like 10,000 people there, maybe.
Okay.
So, I mean, the announced attendance is probably more than that, but yeah, and it was cold. I mean, it wasn't cold; it was 50, but we were in the sun, so we didn't feel cold. But
what's the temperature now? Is it 50 still?
No, it got warm. It's 84 today right now.
I was about to say it's basically
it's almost 9 o'clock and it's 84 degrees out. So
I was gonna say it's basically summer already, isn't it?
Yeah. We got hit with that last week. So, and I think, although it may rain when I go to the game, hopefully not, but I think it's supposed to be high 70s during the game, so that would be good. But now I got to go. I drive up to my buddy's house in Lakewood, which is west of Cleveland, only by like 10 minutes. But then we go to the train station and we hit the train in, which I don't like it. I don't like the train. But parking's so expensive, I mean, it cost us combined $10, combined each way total, $10 both way total to travel on the train, and parking would have been like $30. Ubers would have been like 50. So
now Progressive Field, is that downtown?
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's in what they call the Gateway. It's downtown. It's right next to the basketball arena.
That's what I'm trying to figure it out. Like, so is everything basically local Quicken Loans?
Yeah, the Brown Stadium is a little further away, although it's there. It's in that area, but it's closer to the lake, so it's a little further away. But the Quicken Loans and Progressive are right next to each other.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a rendering of what I guess the Haslam's want for their dome stadium in Brook Park, which is silly. I really hope that doesn't happen. Well, they want it's $2.4 billion they want to build this dome stadium over by the airport, which isn't even downtown. Right now, the Brown Stadium is on the lakefront. It's awesome. But the stadium needs a lot of renovation or replaced.
I keep hearing that being said. Like, what do you think? Are they just going to build a new one, or are they just going to renovate it?
Well, this is what I'm saying. So the proposals right now is they want the city to pay for half of a $2.4 billion stadium to put it in.
And it's going to be a dome?
Park. That's what they want in Brook Park, which isn't even downtown. It's over by where the airport is, which is in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. But the other option is like a $1 billion renovation of the new stadium. And that's what I hope happens. I don't think it would add a dome. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't think so, though. There was a rendering that came out of what they want the Brook Park Stadium to look like. And it looks like a garage to me. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I'm maybe in the minority, but I don't want a dome. I don't want a dome.
Why not?
Because we're Clevelanders, we're tough. We can sit in the fucking winter. We don't need a fucking dome. All right, it's football. It's not baseball. God. You're not gonna have games canceled because it's a little fucking cold, Pauls. No, we're on the lake. Missing. Browns football games are supposed to be fucking cold and snowy and gross.
You will never
AFC North football is not supposed to be dome football, Pauls. No,
you will never host a Super Bowl in Cleveland if
I don't give a fuck. You think I care about a Super Bowl?
I would think like everybody else is getting nice new stadiums, like everybody's getting big screens and stuff. You don't want that?
Listen, if the Haslams could find the money somewhere else other than the city, do it. Like the city, the Englewood Stadium where the Chargers and the Rams play, that was completely privately funded. So the city didn't pay any of that. If they find the money and the city doesn't have to pay for any of their dome stadium in Brook Park, fucking do it. That'd be great. I wouldn't even complain about it. But if you want the city to pay for it, dude, keep it downtown, and domes are for pussies.
I mean, for $2.4 billion, what are you a stadium with no roof? Like, what are you? What are they?
No. The $2.4 billion would be a dome, and I'm fine with that. But I'm just saying, if it's going to be downtown still, no, dude, keep the dome off of there. Fuck that.
I guess I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, what are they going to spend that money on? Are they going to have heated leather seats or what?
They probably need to rebuild the whole thing. I don't know. It's not a great stadium. It's not unsafe or anything, but it's not a luxury palace of any sorts. Like, it's okay. The Brown Stadium is okay, but it definitely needs a lot done to it. So, but yeah, they're talking $1 billion renovation, and I don't think that includes a roof. It may. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much it would cost to put a roof on that place. Unfortunately, half that money will be laundered or stolen. Very, very possible. It's very possible. Who knows? But I don't know, man. I want them to keep it downtown. I think it's awesome. I love that it's on the lake. It's sweet because when you sit on the one side of the stadium, you just look out and you just don't see anything but water. Clear day, you can kind of see Canada, but that's about it.
You say it's a lake. Is it a lake or a river?
It's Lake Erie. It's a Great Lake.
Okay, right. But
it separates Ohio and Canada.
But I've always heard the I think it's called the Cuyahoga River. Is that?
Yeah, that's there too. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one that caught fire many times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, one of these days I want to go to every major U.S. city, but I keep saying I want to go to Cleveland simply because
shit. I don't understand why. I love going to Cleveland.
Y'all have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Don't you have like 2 Hall of Fames there?
Well, the Pro Football Hall of Fame is an hour south of there.
Right.
In Canton, yeah. And that's the way I go. I pass the Pro Football Hall of Fame before I go on my way to Cleveland. It's like I said, it's only like half an hour from my house. So, yeah. So a lot of people, and you can get ticket packages to go to both, but a lot of people, go to Cleveland and they rent a car and they go to Canton.
And you'll have a beach.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, in the summer, yeah. There's kind of, there's decent spots of Lake Erie Beach. It's not great, but it's something.
No, but where is that? I think it's called Euclid.
Yeah, there's Euclid. Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all have mountains up there?
No, we're not a mountainous state. Hills.
So there's nowhere to go camping in Ohio.
Oh no, there's plenty of places to go camping, but there's no mountains.
Oh, okay.
See, I'll get you on someone's private property, man. You want to go camping? What do you want to do? You want to come out to my brother's house or ride 4-wheelers, shoot guns?
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. You bought a gun, so I'm assuming y'all go. There is hunting there.
Oh, yeah, there is. My brother, they go all the time. I never got into it. My brother hunts every year.
Yeah, there's a lot of that down here in Texas, but I never did it. I never really.
Yeah, I was not, like, even the gun, like, I didn't shoot it. I just sold it to my brother. I messed around with it. I mean, I didn't put it, unload it. But like my brother took it Sunday to shoot it, and then I'm like, dude, I'll sell it to you, but I want you to bring it back Tuesday so I can have it on the show. And he did. I don't think it's here anymore. He picked it up. But yeah, Cedar Point, Freedom Guy. Yeah, Cedar Point's sweet. That's on the other side of the state. It's actually like 3 hours from me, although I live in Ohio. But that's closer actually than Michigan. But it's in Ohio, Sandusky, Ohio. And Cedar Point is it's on an island in Lake Erie. So it's crazy. I want a roller coaster. You can see Canada while you go out the first hill. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's too bad I don't ride roller coasters.
No, really? I'm too fat for them now. I used to ride them.
No, no.
Really?
No, I think I told the story that we used to have Astro World here.
Yeah.
And I'm just keep it real. I was too pussy to get on. Like I just couldn't. They had one ride called the Wagon Wheel.
Are you afraid of spiders and snakes too? What do I feel?
Nah, it's just any of that extreme sport like Donald Cerrone shit, like bungee jumping and all that. I
That's
don't need. I don't.
different, man. Roller coasters are usually pretty safe.
I guess I just don't. I don't see the. I don't
I
see
mean, it's been a
the.
really long time since I've gone, and like I said, now I've gained a bunch of weight, and I probably couldn't fit on any of them now. I'm too fat for.
I don't understand why people for entertainment they want to get scared. Like I
Well,
I don't.
it's different than like a horror movie being scared. It's like
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. Ever since
it's speed, you feel the adrenaline, dude.
no, you know what it is. Ever since I saw that movie Final Destination, I was like, that's it. There's no way. There's no way because one single screw comes loose. It's just knowing my luck. I don't know. I firmly believe that. It's like there's no reason for me to pay money to get scared. I don't need that.
I mean, I don't know if it's scared as much as it's adrenaline, and it's
Yeah, I don't. I feel my life is real enough. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't on any given day.
Going 120 in a roller coaster is safer than going 120 in a car. You may not think that way when you're driving, but it is.
Perhaps I feel safer on the ground. I don't.
There's this one. I never rode it, but there's this one at Cedar Point. I think it's still there. It's called the Manus, I think it is, where you stand up, and they lock your legs in. But there's like this. It's like, it hurts your balls because it's like a thing in the middle of your crotch.
Yes, that's okay. They had one of those at Astroworld too, and that one I damn sure didn't. Like you're gonna be you're basically constricted in that position. Yeah. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Fuck no that. I don't. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Yeah. There's one called the Raptor where your feet dangle, and they just closed the one because it kept breaking down. And I rode it once called a Top Thrill Dragster. It just goes up and down, but it was the fastest roller coaster in the world at one point.
Yeah, probably you know what?
Being in a plane crash and a roller coaster accident.
Yeah, probably so. But that's the thing. I don't. I've done it several times before, but I hate flying too. I mean,
yeah, I don't like flying either. I'll do it. It's not going to stop me from going somewhere. Like I'm not going to not fly, but it's definitely not the part I'm looking forward to at all.
I'll do it, but I have to get heavily sedated before I board a plane. That's just.
I did not enjoy our flights. Our flight back from Vegas really sucked. The one there wasn't too bad, but dude, Frontier, their flimsy ass seats and the turbulence, it was like sitting on like a chair made of lunch trays. And dude, the turbulence was terrible. And I was like, this fucking sucks. I hate this.
Yeah,
the thing about that is like you're already in it, man. You're already on the plane. There's nothing you can do about it. So you just kind of hang on and hope everything's gonna be all right. I mean, the flight attendants aren't freaking out, then it's probably fine.
Yeah, I've said for years I'd rather take an Amtrak, although I know that there's like
that's way worse, dude.
That's what I've heard, but still, it's like it's on the ground, so it's to me it's safer. In my head, it's safer.
I was on that train for maybe 15 minutes in Cleveland, and I hated it. I hated every second of it. Fucking hate trains. I don't know why.
I pity the fool.
Do you not like planes either?
I don't. Last time I was on one, like we had to get from Oklahoma City to New York quick enough, and that was the only fastest way to do it. But I was like, I don't like this. And sure enough, as soon as we get while we were up in the air, when I felt that first dip, I'm like, come on, God, why? Like why is it?
I can't believe people who do it people who fly every fucking day. And I mean, my uncle's pilot.
And that's the other thing. After what happened to Kobe Bryant, I'll never board a helicopter. I never will.
Have you been out? I've never been on a helicopter.
No, but I remember I had a chance once to go on an air balloon, and I'm like, at the last second, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, blimp, same thing, dude. There's blimps around here. The Goodyear blimp.
Big facts. I feel like that one event changed the whole world. So it's like I don't even,
It did. I mean, they don't.
How are you supposed to know that? How would you know if terrorists are going to board or not? I mean, I guess now they crack down on it, but still, it's like you think everybody that day, you know. I don't know that I feel like the world has been off kilter ever since September 11th.
It can be terrorists can be anywhere, dude.
Perhaps, but
I just watched a documentary about the Oklahoma City bombing, dude. They can be anywhere. They can look like anybody.
Yeah.
Although I will say this, they're usually not Black Americans. I will say that.
Yeah, that's about the one thing we can hang our hat on. We don't
don't blow shit up. That's good.
Yeah. That's not
the
our
only thing
bad.
we blow up is the spot. It's the only thing you blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's true. There's not. I mean, there's plenty of Bubbas, dude. There's plenty of white terrorists. Yeah, plenty of those. But yeah.
Oh man, I still I remember that Vegas shooting. That was at a Jason Aldean concert or something like that. Yeah, it's like to the point now. I don't even. That's why I don't go to the movies so much because you know how many movies have been shot up.
Dude, I get panic attacks for no reason. There's been times when I see someone in a movie, I'm like, dude, this is the day. Am I gonna get fucking shot in the movie theater? I think that way too often, dude. I mean, Avengers Endgame is when I'm gonna end. Fuck, you fucking serious? Yeah, dude. I've left movie theaters before because I've had panic attacks. It has nothing to do with the movie. It's just my anxiety. It's fucking ridiculous. That's why I love it when there's nobody there. That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. When you go and there's nobody there, where do you choose to sit? Are you right next to an exit, just in case?
No, man. I'm usually right in the middle.
That's the most dangerous part.
I try to get like dead center if no one's there. Yeah. Although I usually know where the exits are. I always do. I'm like, where am I getting?
No, you mean dead center up front or just anywhere?
No. Like in the middle of the rows. I'm currently traveling. Please entertain me for the next 15 minutes. Thank you. Well, you ask and you shall receive, Paul, Mr. Moss. All right, I'm gonna take my shirt off. I'm gonna do the truffle shuffle for 15 minutes. 1, 2, 3. All right, now I do have questions about this MMA host TV though, Pulse. What do you know about it?
I don't know, but if he wants to be entertained, I got him. Here, give me 1 second.
What's he gonna do?
In the summertime when the weather is nice. Did you
just do a pitch pipe on lock? Like you just blew a pitch pipe or a harmonica?
That's a harmonica.
When do you have a harmonica? I haven't seen it ever. Of course, you bring it out when I can't see you.
I mean, who doesn't travel with a harmonica?
Oh, sure.
You never know when you might need one. It's like a condom, you know?
I used to carry around a pitch pipe like a real fucking nerd. You never know when you need a good A flat, Pauls.
Right. No, but what were you talking about just a second ago?
I don't remember. Flying? Oh, no. No. Moss has been talking about it as MMA Host TV. Is it a website or an app? Do you know anything about that?
Well, I know that goat milk or Tapology he's apparently is going away.
It is?
Yes, which sucks. I just became a black belt.
Dude, I started this year actually making picks, so that figures. All right.
I'm a first Dan black belt already, man. That sucks. I was making real headway.
They did that shit on purpose, man. They're like, yeah, this fucking guy is a black belt. I think we're low in the bar. Let's get rid of this whole system.
I'm telling you, man. It's the story of my life.
Maybe. Condoms and harmonica synonymous. Maybe. I could just see Pulse just at the bar, just like whipping up the harmonica. Somebody turn the jukebox off. Or you go and you put $20 with the Blues Traveler in the jukebox. You start playing along to it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Moss is moving everything to a website. Were websites still things? Not the only thing that existed anymore is social media. There's no www dots anymore. It's all apps now.
Yeah, I missed the old website, man.
Yeah, we were on the old website for a while, and then I just ate it, I guess. Are we allowed on the new website, Moss? Please and thank you. Let us utilize all the technology.
Yeah,
So
the thing I liked about the old one, it had a game room in the whole nine. You could play Tetris.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's cool. Can you play Tetris on like watches now?
I
don't know. I've been playing some blocks game, kind of like Tetris, on my phone lately. Gotten kind of addicted to it. It's going to be becoming kind of a problem. I've never really gotten addicted to a phone game before, but this one I'm pretty close. It's whatever, man. It works my brain out, dude. I gotta do something. Usually I just like sit in front of the TV and let my brain be melted by television, dude. I'm watching Dead Boy Detectives on Netflix. It's like it's in the Sandman universe. Did you watch Sandman on Netflix?
No, but I
was
right.
It's dark, creepy. Everybody's gay. It's decent.
Wait, no more Discord. Wait, what happened?
Oh, no more Discord or topology. Oh, he's going to put everything on the website. You say, man, I hope everybody goes over there with you. I'm sure you probably have some stragglers. You might lose a couple, but hopefully not. Hopefully, most people go over there with you. That'd be cool. If you could, yeah, of course, dude. If you can do everything from his own website and not have to fuck with YouTube or Discord, that's the dream, right? So I hope it works out.
No, what really sucks. I like some. I'm streaming from my phone now, so because I wanted to preview 301, but I don't think that's possible now.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't even know how to pull shit up.
Yeah,
I don't know. I went over it a couple times, man. I'm not really even excited for it.
It's not a great pay-per-view. This is a pay-per-view, right?
Not. Like I said, I said I'm not buying it. And I usually do buy them, but I'm not going to buy this one. Guardians up 2-0 in the third.
It's still a game.
Yeah, I know. Well, we on Tuesday we were up 3-0. The next thing I know, we're down 8-3. And they came back and tied that up. Man, this team's. I still haven't figured out how good this team is. I have no idea. Do I think they'll win 110 games like they're on pace for? No, but it's the starting pitching needs to. I don't think that's going to hold up. Let's see. Jose Ramirez, sacrifice fly. Yep, makes sense. Jose baby. I love Jose Ramirez. You know who I hate?
Altuve, I know.
Altuve. Watching him yesterday, I'm like, fuck that guy. Fucking hurt. He is my least favorite baseball player. I will absolutely say that's true. I'm not a fan of that guy.
You know he's a future Hall of Famer. You know that, right?
He's very, very good. You know what? I actually think the writers might keep him out for the. I mean, I think he'll get in, but I can see him not getting in the first ballot because writers are just going to be dicks and be like, "Fuck him." Hey, they kept all the steroids guys, most of the steroid guys out. So, but Altuve, what was I going to say? Not Altuve. Fuck. Something about Altuve. Fuck. Darn it. I'm angry now. Can you not tell? I'm pissed. Damn it, Pulse.
Yeah, it's like I feel like now is the point in time when we would usually look up food videos. I can't even do that.
Yeah, man. I went to like a teriyaki chicken place in town here. I think it's a little place. Japanese teriyaki chicken made by real, authentic Hispanics. Good stuff. It was fine. He gave me a lot of food, though. I mean, it was a lot of food. It was fine.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow. I'm gonna look for those things. What do you call them? Pierogies?
Pierogies?
Yes.
I'll tell you what, man. I feel like if you go, I mean, Mrs. T's are decent in a pinch, man. But I feel like your first pierogi should be a better pierogi. I don't. You have to go look for them. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if what is it? Greek?
Polish.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I can. I don't know where I can find a fresh pierogi. I'm sure they do. You know, Houston is
we found a Polish market for you one time. I know we looked it up.
I was gonna say Houston is such an international city. I'm sure they got them somewhere. I just don't know where. So I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look for that brand. What did you call it, Mrs.
But I don't know if that's the best way. The first way you should have.
And what did you say? It's bread and cheese?
It's like a dumpling, kind of like potatoes.
Oh, potato.
Yeah.
No meat.
Usually not. There may be some that have meat in them, but usually not. Best pierogies, Houston, Texas. What we got? Polonia? What is that? Is that a restaurant?
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah. It's like a nice. It's a restaurant. It's a good bar and restaurant. It's a little hole in the wall, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, Polonia. Go to Polonia. Oh, temporarily closed.
Oh,
Polish food store. It's on the same. It's in the same building as that restaurant. So yeah, there's a Polish food store in Houston. King Pierogi. That's a place too. I'm just saying, look it up. Oh, dude, this place has fresh. Man, where's this place? Oh, it's in Houston. But
yeah, I was gonna say, do you have a street?
That first one is on Blaylock.
Oh, okay.
And this one I don't know. I can't find the. Well, maybe it's not a. I don't know. Yeah, that one. The Polish Food Mart is on Blaylock.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Just Google it. There's a bunch of places, but yeah, Cleveland is a big pierogi city, as well as corned beef and other, and love me some corned beef. They love me a Reuben.
A Reuben isn't that? But isn't a Reuben pastrami?
It's corned beef.
Oh.
Corned beef, sauerkraut, Thousand Islands dressing, rye bread, fire.
No, but I know that the Katz's Diner, they always advertise. Isn't it a pastrami sandwich?
I mean, there is a pastrami. That's another sandwich, but no, Reuben is a traditional Reuben is corned beef.
Which do you like better though, pastrami or corned beef?
Corned beef Reuben.
Okay.
Yeah, like pastrami too. Real corned beef, not fucking canned. One time I went to a place, got a Reuben, it was canned corned beef. I was so fucking pissed, dude.
My
right,
favorite.
Freedom Guy's not into it. It's all right, man. You don't have to be, but I think it's great, dude. I love a Reuben. Dude. Reuben's my favorite sandwich.
My favorite is prosciutto. I could eat that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, anytime someone says there's a place with a great sandwich, I'm like, where is it? Tell me how to get there right now. Like, dude, I know it's kind of broad, but I say my favorite food is sandwiches. It's like put some meat in between some bread, man. Because there's so many things you can do and so many ways you can do it, and I love a good sandwich.
Wrong. Yeah. I said that for you. Like, if I was ever gonna open up a restaurant, it would be a sandwich shop, and I would have everything. I would have paninis, po' boys.
Yeah, I had a couple times about like a soup and sandwich food truck because I love soup. I love sandwiches. We make soup every day and sandwiches. I could handle that. I don't know if I would I'll tell you, like, I do it for a while and be like, why did I pick this as my life? Like, why did I put everything I have into this? Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. But no, dude, soups and sandwiches are like two of my favorite things. I go all day. There's a great place in Cleveland.
I seen this spot. It's not even a food truck. It's a sit down restaurant in LA, but they sell like gourmet peanut butter and jellies.
Yeah,
that's what I was like. Yeah, but that's like who's gonna?
What do you mean gourmet? What does that mean? They make their own peanut butter and jelly in house?
Yeah, like they have like almond butter, cashew butter, different types of jellies. You can get it on Hawaiian bread.
I mean, sure, it's good, but I don't know if I'd pay $15 for a PB&J.
Yeah, but that's LA. Like they do shit like that. Like, I don't know about that. They have this one spot where it's like gourmet cereal. You would pay like $10 a bowl for some gourmet granola, and I'm like, that's only in Los Angeles you can get away with that.
That's like something I try once and then never again. I don't think that's
nobody in Houston. Nobody in Houston is gonna pay $10 for some cornflakes.
Nobody unless you put some fucking brisket on there or something.
Right.
Put fucking just a couple burnt ends on there, fam. Something.
Yeah.
But man, there's a sandwich place. There used to be one in Canton, and they closed it, which spawns me out. But it's called Melt. There's a chain. There's a few of them in Cleveland, and one by where my buddy lives now. And I've been there a couple of times since he moved up there. But it's grilled cheese sandwiches. But they put they have meat and all kinds of. I mean, like my favorite one's like a Cuban war pig has bacon and ham and pork. It's great. And it has fried pickles on the sandwich. Yeah, it's fire. Yeah. And the last one I had was the Primo Italiana. It was chicken, pinko chicken, breaded, and it had mozzarella sticks on the sandwich. Yeah, I love that place. That place is awesome. I really bummed they closed the one closest to me. I almost cried when I found that out.
Well, we are officially over the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I think we did about all we could. I think, unless you had something else.
Only thing I got is.
Can you actually play that? Why do you have that? What?
Like I said, you never know when you're gonna need a harmonica, bro.
When have you been in a dire harmonica situation? Tell me one example.
No, it's like I always said, like when I first got it, I'm gonna learn to play this. I've had it for like 5 years. I never learned.
Just carry it around. Just go up to some like random dude in the street who's playing blues guitar and bring that thing out. Like, all right, but count me in. Just wait, like you're about to play. And you're like, okay, well, give me another couple bars, man. I'm gonna come in. And then like take a fake call and leave.
Yeah, that's why I carry it, like just in case I get. Like you never know. Like I might end up
in an emergency bluegrass situation. You never know.
Yeah, I just might want to raise somebody's spirits. Like, yo, are you feeling down? You feeling down, bro? Let me just play something for you.
Right. You never know where you're going to be in an emergency blues band situation.
Exactly.
And when you're on a mission from God, in an emergency blues brothers situation. All right. We'll be back. I guess Ray's not doing a stream Saturday. I don't think either because I don't think we're buying the pay-per-view out of spite. So I doubt he'll be here Saturday. But we will be back on Tuesday for more hilarity. I don't really know if that's what we do. But I don't know whatever it is we do. We haven't figured it out yet. But whatever it is we're doing, we'll do more of it on Tuesday.
I'm excited. We'll be back full force Tuesday, and we'll be and I've got a well of a trivia.
I was so disappointed we didn't have trivia Tuesday.
Yeah,
it's okay. Shit happens. I get it, man. Not mad, but like I'm excited for trivia on Tuesday. I gotta win. Hold on, no. I know I did win last time. Yeah, I won last time because Ray choked.
Yes,
he was kicking my ass, and then yeah. On MTV trivia, I think I had a shot at that. Huh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should I give you the category now, or do you want to be surprised?
It's up to you, man. It's up to you. I mean, you tell me.
No, actually, no, because I don't think it'd be fair. So,
I mean, you got to tell Ray. I mean, I tell Ray.
Right.
But it's fine.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to study.
Right. Well, I mean, the one time I did study, and when I knew it was going to be basketball, I studied. And you may have gotten those questions the same place I looked because you asked a lot of the questions I saw. So,
just study pop culture in general for this one.
All right, and what that means, I'm going to watch a lot of TMZ.
There you go.
Now, I'm just going to watch normal amounts of television, like usual. I watched some pretty good documentaries lately, man. I saw the one on Oklahoma City bombing. I saw the one about it's real quick. You see the one, Sins of the Parents. It's about that school shooter in Michigan when they indicted the parents for criminal negligence.
No, but I heard about that. Like, real quick, what do you think about that?
When I first heard it, I'm like, that seems a little flimsy, right?
Because they bought him the gun, didn't they?
You see all the evidence, and you're like, holy shit. He did everything but sit them down and be like, I am going to shoot up the school tomorrow at noon. He did everything but that.
Right.
Dude, they said they were in the school that day.
Yeah.
They sent him in because he was drawing like dead people and like guns on his math test instead of the answers. So they brought him in. They're like, "This isn't good. You probably should get him some help." They're like, "You want to take him home and get him some help?" They're like, "No, he can stay in school. It's fine." Like an hour later, that shit happened. They were in the school that day.
Yeah, I feel like teachers nowadays should get like hazard pay, especially if you're like a teacher in the hood.
Well, there's a couple school districts around here where they have guns now.
Jeez.
Or they can't. I don't know how many, but there's a couple. There's one. I know one for sure, but it can't be the only one by me that they're allowed to have guns now. I don't know how many of them do, but dude, I wouldn't want to even. Well, I mean, maybe I'd have it in my desk in a lockbox.
Teachers with guns. That's like what is that? Like Dangerous Minds High? Like what?
I guess, man. I think everyone's first thought was like, dude, I would have got shot in high school. Everyone's like, my teacher would have shot me in the kneecap. What are you talking about? Like,
no, I remember I thought Columbine was as bad as it gets, but now it's like every year.
That was run of the mill, right? And that was back when that was new. That was a new thing, and then it didn't happen that often. Now they happen every year. They happen multiple every year, like so many that you go down the list and see all the school shootings that at least one person was killed. You'd be like, I haven't heard of most of these.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I also watched the documentary about Alex Jones and Sandy Hook, and they went through the Sandy Hook thing, and man, that's so fucking sad. They're all sad, obviously, because they're all
I feel you to a T on that. Like they are all sad. Columbine was sad, but when it's like little kids like that, like shit.
And it was like 20 like toddlers or real young kids, like first kindergartners, first, second graders. That was it. A lot of them, they hid in the teacher's bathroom, and he got them like ducks in a fish in a barrel. Man, that was rough. And then, to make matters worse, there was this cult of people led by Alex Jones that believed it didn't happen, and they got really harassed. And
didn't you have to pay for that?
Yeah, it was almost $1 billion settlement, and he doesn't have it, and he has yet to pay anyone any money, and he probably never will. But you guys going to talk fights eventually? No, we're not. We're actually done. We're not really excited about this car, Freedom Guy. We're not.
Sucks.
We're not. So we're going to talk about shootings and things like that. No, but I watched a documentary about those parents, and I'm like, man, this has to be flimsy. And then I saw the evidence. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, they got 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter each. And I think they got about a total of 10 or 15 years. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was rough. It's rough. Anyway, in that case, speaking of leaving on that happy note of school shootings, the only school shooting that happened in my school was the 3-point contest. All right. Anyway, dude, we used to have a student-teacher basketball game, and they didn't have it my senior year, which bummed me out. But my junior year, I played in it, and I shot like the worst 3-pointer of all time. It was wide open from top of the key, and I just like biffed it completely. And they barely touched the tip of the rim. It was bad. Mm-hmm. Bad shooting. Anyway, all right. We'll be back Tuesday, everybody. Ray will be back too, I think, most likely. So we will talk about the fights. We'll see what happened. Hopefully, listen, just because the matchups aren't exciting doesn't mean the card won't be great. And this was in Brazil, so maybe there'll be some fights in the crowd we can talk about. Who knows? Maybe somebody will get on the mic and tell everybody how Brazilians suck. Pull a Colby Covington or a Chael Sonnen. I talked about it a couple of times for you. I mentioned it a few times earlier when Pulse disappeared. Not a whole lot. Not really excited. I mean, I'm not really excited for the main event. I think Pantoja will probably walk through that guy, but who knows? Maybe not. And Aldo, hopefully he's still got it and it won't be embarrassing him. He probably does. And I think Anthony Smith is probably going to get beat up. So that's about all I got. So,
yeah.
All right, everybody. For Senor Pulse, my name's Tim. Bye, everybody. Now, who's going to stop the stream?